like Ricky Ricardo would say, there's a lot of splaining to do here, Joe. A lot of splaining. This is an operation by the FBI. Is that what you call it, Joe? An operation?
Yeah, an undercover undercover operation.
Okay. Do they give it code names or not?
Yeah, each one has a code name.
And this code name, the Milwaukee one?
Well, the Milwaukee one was Timber.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Timber. That's okay. I guess they got a lot of trees there. Yeah.
Well, a big guy, the boss of the family, Timber. He falls.
Oh,
bang.
see, you got to lay it out for me, buddy, because I'm going. What is it? Big trees? I didn't think there was trees. Good. Okay. That's good. And we're going to play a nice chunk of the tape. Tony Conti. Now, he's not an informant. He's a what, Joe?
He's a FBI undercover agent.
FBI undercover agent. Okay. Have you worked with him before?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume, okay, that it's a bigger comfort zone if you do work with the guy before.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, yeah. And did you, not that, you had the hand of God, but did you give him the okay? I mean, before they selected him?
No, he was already in that operation. What I did was when they contacted me to see if I could help out to move the operation along faster, I asked who the undercover was, and they said it was Tony. And since I already knew him and I had worked with him, then I said, okay, I'll reach out to my Bonnano contacts, family, to see if I can hook them up with the Balistrieris out in Milwaukee.
Okay, so our guy there, Tony Conti, that's just a working name. He had already tried to make inroads with the machines, the gambling machines, correct?
That's exactly correct, yeah.
Now, these machines, because I didn't have that much of a misspent youth. But are they mostly poker machines? What are they?
Well, no, they were typical. Remember back in the day, Leo, they had the cigarette machines
Yeah, yep.
in every bar, every restaurant, pinball machines.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, it wasn't as sophisticated as the poker machines yet.
Yeah, well, they had poker machines too, and they had pool tables. Remember the pool tables where you put a quarter in or whatever to play a game of pool? Those type of machines, yeah.
We have already established that in Milwaukee, it's more of a, knock around town, a lot of bars and all. That's probably very lucrative.
Yeah, I forget the number of bars in Milwaukee, but don't forget they had the breweries there.
Sure.
So there was a bar on almost every corner.
Wow.
The interesting thing I found out, Leo, that in the bars, the beer taps were hooked up right into the breweries through underground piping.
That's unbelievable. Wow, you talk about getting your beer fresh.
Yes.
I'll make this real quick. I got out of college and I worked big company that they had Continental Can and Anheuser-Busch. Continental Can, Third Avenue, and they had Anheuser-Busch as a client. So I went down there with the regional manager there, and he said, we're going to go to the Budweiser brewing plant. Oh, next morning. Okay. So I had my pancakes, and I wait for him, picks me up. We actually saw the Clydesdales, Joe, as we drove through the gate, the big, right? And we get there. We go to the Michelob place first. How you doing? Good morning. Shook hands. He said, want a Mick? Do I want a Mick? I just have pancakes. But I don't want to be rude. So yeah, I'll have a Mick. Then we went to Budweiser. Yeah, hey, you want a Bud? Yeah, there you get a Bud there. And I was crocked by 10 o'clock in the morning. And I asked the guy, I said, how do you guys do this? Oh, he says, you drink some cognac. It coats your stomach. And that, oh, good to
with
know.
your pancakes. You drink your cognac with your pancakes.
With your
see?
pancakes. All right, guys. Please roll the tape.
1978, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There's an automobile tape conversation amongst Donnie Brasco, Lefty Ruggiero, and Tony Conti.
We're good for one thing, that you're in the car. But that beeper you got on you, it's the most fantastic thing going. Yeah. Good idea. Now what I got him.
Now, Joe, what we forget is there were no cell phones back then. So the beeper was the thing, yes?
Yeah, the beeper. I mean, the cell phones were as big as a small Volkswagen. Remember those? I mean, the cell phones were big as a small Volkswagen. So the main form of communication was a beeper. Yeah.
I mean, Lefty is like over the moon for this. The most fantastic thing. Yeah, he was really.
Yeah, because you can get right back to the person that's trying to contact you.
Yeah. No. Okay. So with the beeper and everything, I also want to say that where was the mic here? Because it's static. We're not going to play a lot of this to our listening audience. But when you're driving like that, where was it stashed, Joe?
It was secreted somewhere in the automobile. I don't want to say where it was, but it was.
And, it's you have to pick and choose. And I hope we picked and choose some places where it's audible enough we can comment on it.
Officers gotta be crazy on the highway without a helmet. They stopping out in New York City. They fight it. They don't want to wear the helmet. Most places now they don't have to wear it. Illinois. I'm saying, I'd never get on one wearing that helmet. I wouldn't get on one with it. What the fuck's the difference? Yeah. I wouldn't want to wear a helmet. You ever go down on one? Yeah, what are you going to do? First thing that hits your head. Well, what's the difference? Well, he's got a helmet to take up the shot. Of course, that shares in the company.
Okay. Now, you're driving around in a car and, it's not all business. You make small talk, right, Joe?
Exactly.
And you learn a lot about people. I think our listening audience learns a lot about Lefty and his view on life. Wear a helmet driving a motorcycle. Well, it's a no-brainer, right?
It's you're making me laugh, Leo. Of course it's a no-brainer.
And he's saying, no, I don't care. What are you going to do? We get a little insight into Lefty. Lefty Two Guns Ruggiero, Joe's mentor at this time in the Bonnano crime family.
From Jam Street Media.